So John Wall has officially retired from the NBA today, so you know we gotta run it back and resim his career. What it do is good, YouTube buddy, back with another 2K banger today, and you know we got the John Wall career simulation today. We're gonna be simulating 11 seasons in today's video because that's how many he played in real life before he retired. And you see on the screen, we're back in 2010, where the upcoming draft class, you got John Wall, but this time, maybe he won't end up in Washington, and we'll see how his career unfolds. If you like these style of videos, man, drop a like, drop a sub. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. That is the main goal. And without further ado, let's get into it. So we're gonna be simming this first season, picking it up in the draft lottery, and we're going to be finding out where John Wall's new home is going to be. LeBron ends up winning MVP in this year, and if you take a look at the standings, the Wizards were the 6th seeds, so doesn't look like they're going to be winning the John Wall sweepstakes. Looked like it's kind of between Milwaukee, New York, Sacramento. Let's find out. As the Celtics go on to win the NBA Finals, and Rajon Rondo, he won Finals MVP, scoring 11 points a game. But look at that. He shot 4. He had 14 assists. I mean, what the hell are we talking about? All right, here we go. Draft lottery is here. Who will be getting the top pick in the draft? The Bucks have a 25% chance, and we are going to be seeing the Sacramento Kings getting the first pick, Bucks with the second pick, and the Clippers with the third pick. I assume John Wall will go in that top 3 here. Whatever team drafts him, we're going to be taking control of that team and just completely automating it. We're going to just be watching the career of John Wall. The number 1 pick in the draft is Paul George, so I assume John Wall will be going number 2 to the Milwaukee Bucks. And no, he does not. It's DeMarcus Cousins. So will he be a Clipper? And he is going to be a Los Angeles Clipper. John Wall to the Clippers. He's going to be coming into this draft class as the highest overall player at an 83 overall at the age of 19. That is crazy. Everything will be on automated for the Los Angeles Clippers, so we are just going to be watching how this career unfolds. As they sign John Wall here, they also signed Boban to come in here at the age of 21. So shout out Boban and Kevin Seraphim. Shout out Kevin Seraphim. Free agency here features Melo as an unrestricted free agent, Zach Randolph, Tony Parker. Okay, Carmelo Anthony, instead of going to the Knicks in this simulation, signs with the Washington Wizards. You see everyone going back to their own respective teams, but wow, can you believe that? Melo to the Wizards to play with No Chill Gil. And instead of Chris Paul in this world, you're gonna have probably the most dynamic team, most athletically freakish team in the NBA, with Blake Griffin at the age of 21, DeAndre Jordan at the age of 22, and John Wall at the age of 19. You also got a young Eric Gordon, an older Baron Davis, Chris Kaman, Travis Outlaw, Boban, Kevin Seraphim, Steve Blake. Shout out Steve Blake. This team is pretty fun, bro. I'm excited to see how these 3 are going to grow together. So the starting lineup for this first year is going to be John Wall, who CPU wants him to be playing 36 minutes. I'm all for that. Eric Gordon, Travis Outlaw, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, with Baron Davis, Chris Kaman, Steve Blake, Boban off the bench. That's a pretty solid roster right there. He's going to be starting his career with a 95 touch and shot tendency. Are you out of your mind? 2K just giving this man 23 badges off rip. What the hell is going on? Lightning launch, dimer, layup, mixmaster. Are you kidding me? This man's got gold shifty shooter. Listen, I don't know what's going on in 2K here, but I ain't gonna complain about it. As we see the first game of the season of John Wall's career, he comes in here with 12 points and 9 assists, and he puts up 19 shots. I have a feeling he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. I have a feeling he might make an all-star team very, very soon. Maybe not this year, but this man John Wall and the LA Clippers should have a franchise on their hands very, very soon, as they're already off to a 10-4 start to this season. And just to start this man's career, he's averaging 21 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 9 assists in his rookie season. 55, 37, 80 splits. This guy John Wall might already be one of the best players in the NBA, and he's 19 years old. What the hell is going on? If you take a look at the screen right here, these are John Wall's accolades. Today's goal, we're gonna try to have John Wall beat these accolades. We're gonna try to have overall better statistics than his 11 seasons. But mind you, again, we are only playing 11 seasons, man. But we have until 2022-2023 season to get this man a bunch of accolades. And at this halfway point, it looks like they extended Chris Kaman to 3 years. They extended DeAndre Jordan. Looks like they also made a trade. They traded away Dominique Jones and a 2nd-round pick for Drew Gooden in a 2016 first, so we'll take that. Season is a wrap in. Derrick Rose wins MVP, 29 points and 8 assists for D Rose in the 2011-2012 season. You got John Wall, of course, winning his Rookie of the Year, 21 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 9.7 assists, 1.8 steals per game, 3 turnovers, and he shot 53, 35, and 74 splits. So overall, amazing season from John Wall. Baron Davis won his 6th Man of the Year as well, 12 points and 8 assists for Baron Davis off the bench. You got Timmy winning Depoy. You got Costa Koufos winning Most Improved Player. Shout out Costa. Phil Jackson and the Lakers win 60 games. All right. All NBA first team features Derrick Rose, D-Wade, LeBron, Duncan, and Bynum. All-NBA second team, you see Russ, Kobe, Amari, Dirk, and Pau. And All-NBA third team, you have the rookie, John Wall, makes an All-NBA third team, along with Rondo, Kevin Love, KD, and Dwight Howard. That is amazing. All-NBA third team for John Wall already. And that boy also makes All-Defensive second team in his rookie season. Are you kidding me? So this man, John Wall, all ready for accolades, has All-NBA third team, All-Defensive second team, Rookie of the Year, and All-Rookie first team. That is off to a pretty phenomenal start. He dropped 45 this season as his career high already, and he had an 18 assist game. This man might be better than Jordan when it's all said and done. And they did finish the 5th seed in the Western Conference, winning 51-31 record. They have the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round, who have Delonte West, Jamal Crawford, Kirilenko, K-Love, and Big Al. So we'll see if they can get out of this first round. Game number 1 for the Clippers is a loss. You do see John Wall dropping 33 and 10. They lose by 1 point. Game number 2 is going to go to the LA Clippers. K-Love gets a big one, but John Wall back-to-back 30-point games. Game 3 goes to the Clippers, as you see Blake Griffin and John Wall doing their thing. Game 4 goes to Minnesota. Delonte West saying, hold on now. Game number 5 is going to be a Clippers victory. And as you do know, we are going to be simcasting Game 6 and Game 7s no matter what, to see if we can get some gameplay and hop into it, man. I would like to see John Wall in his rookie season in the playoffs trying to get past this first round Minnesota Timberwolves team. And we have a very close game, 3-point game with 30 seconds left. Let's hop in. Oh my God, look at Johnny Flynn with the ball, kicking it over to Kevin Love. Kevin Love with a post fade. It's not there, Blake. 20 seconds to go in the game. Look at Bobby Flynn. What's his name? Johnny Flynn. I said Bobby Flynn. Oh my God. Step back, Johnny Flynn ices the game. Puts them up by 5. Johnny Flynn going crazy. He was drafted above Steph Curry. That's going to be the game. Yeah, they lose by 3 points. Okay. So my fault. We hop into it and Johnny Flynn hitting daggers out here, man. I guess they might have made the right move drafting him over Curry. All right, they got a Game 7. Game 7 in this first season against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Will they be able to pull this one out, or will they be falling short? And it looks like they were almost going to fall short. They took the lead. Minute left. Tie game, 1-point game with 30 seconds left. Down, up by 1, backdoor cut to Big Al. John Wall looking to attack Johnny Flynn. He blows by him and he bangs on him. John Wall is too deadly. Ball in to Johnny Flynn with the ball. Johnny Flynn looking to hit the game winner. He hits it over to Kevin Love. Kevin Love attacking Blake Griffin. K-Lo back to Johnny Flynn. Johnny Flynn kicks it over to Jamal Crawford. Check in. Oh no, Jay crossover sticks the tray ball. John Wall down 2. 7 seconds to go. Will we have a miracle in this first rookie season for John Wall? John Wall with 3 on the clock. John Wall, what is he doing? John Wall, midi for the tie. He misses. And they get eliminated in Game 7. Oh no. He had 38 and 8, but it was not enough as he misses the game-tying bucket. As we simulate the rest of the playoffs here, and the Magic win in 7 games, and D12 wins Finals MVP. What an overall first season for John Wall. We should be seeing him hit player progression and kind of spike up here. Shaq retires. Juwan Howard, Grant Hill retires. Draft lottery is here in this second year. The Atlanta Hawks get the first pick in the draft. Probably going to be grabbing Anthony Davis here. The Clippers do not have a first-round pick, it doesn't look like here. And the first overall pick will be Anthony Davis to the Atlanta Hawks in this draft. Andre Drummond goes number 2. Alvin Harvey, auto-generated guy, goes 3. 4 is Bradley Beal, and 5, it looks like it's going to be traded for Mike Conley. And the Grizzlies end up drafting Damian Lillard. Okay. And this is the rest of the draft. If you were curious, the rest of the first round. TPOs, they're going to be picking up the option on Kevin Seraphim. Upcoming free agency class, you got the former Finals MVP, D12, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul unrestricted, along with Darren Williams and Ray Allen. I think they have to pay Eric Gordon here, so we're going to see if they do. It doesn't really look like they are as of right now. They did offer him the qualifying, so he might be coming back on that. As you see, Chris Paul going back to the Hornets, Ray Allen back to the Celtics at the age of 36. Player progression is here, and Eric Gordon did come back. John Wall goes up 5 overalls to an 88 overall. As you see his badge situation, now he has 27 total badges. As a 88 overall, you see Blake only going up 1 at an 87. DeAndre's up 2, Gordon's up 2, and Boban's up 2 as well. So this Clippers team won 51 games last year, looking to maybe build on that this year with a upgraded roster. John Wall, Eric Gordon, Rodney Carney, you got Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan now full-time starting center. Chris Kaman, Baron Davis, Drew Gooden, and Boban off the bench. This upcoming draft class, you have the Giannis draft with Rudy Gobert and Josh Floyd. Why did I just... Jesus Christ. First game of the season is going to be a loss. John Wall, 22-13. I expect another All-NBA team in this second year for John Wall. It just makes sense. So we'll see y'all boys at the halfway point of the season, and we'll see where this team's at. At All-Star break here, checking to see if John Wall made an All-Star game, and yes, he does. He makes his first All-Star game, and he's averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists in this year number 2 season. Pretty similar stats to last year, but those points are up by 4. And this Clippers team is 29-24 at the halfway point, putting them at the 9th seed. Oh my God! The Oklahoma City Thunder are 52-5 at the deadline. Russell Westbrook ends up winning MVP this year, 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists for Muscle Russell. Anthony Davis wins Rookie of the Year with the Atlanta Hawks. Baron Davis wins another 6th Man of the Year for the Clippers. Dwight Howard this time signed with the New York Knicks. I didn't even realize that. He won Finals MVP, he went to New York, and he won Depoy. Jeremy Lin, Linsanity, most improved player, 14 points per game. Scott Brooks and the OKC Thunder won 70 games. So it starts now. And would you look at that? All NBA first team in the year 2 season. John Wall makes it, averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, 9.7 assists, 1.9 steal per game, 56, 37, 75 splits, and he makes an All-NBA first team in year number 2, along with Russell Westbrook, Tim Duncan, LeBron, and Bynum. That is a top tier to be with, if I do say so myself. D Rose, D Wade, Pierce, KD, and DeMarcus Cousins on All-NBA second team. And third team features Steph Curry, Kobe, Dirk, PG, and Dwight. John Wall makes another all-defensive second team, which is just absolutely insane. Like I said, Clippers did finish the 5 seed again, 48-34 record, so they were 3 games worse than they were last year. And a total look at stats, obviously you saw John Wall's stats, Eric Gordon there with 20 points and 5 assists. And then you got Blake Griffin there, 19-8 or 19-9. Chris Kaman with 11-6, Baron Davis 11 points, and then Boban and DeAndre Jordan averaging 4 points a game as the starting center. I think we're gonna be upping his shot tendency just a little bit. That's a little crazy if you do ask me. We have Portland in this round number 1 series with Jared Bayless, Brandon Roy, Nick Batum, Aldridge, and Greg Oden. Never got injured, Greg Oden. We'll see if John Wall can win a first round playoff matchup this year. Game 1 and 2 goes to the Clippers. Game 3 to the Clippers, and they are going to be sweeping in the first round. John Wall averaged 25, 6, and 10 in that first round. If John Wall is shooting 40% from 3, it's going to be a problem. Unfortunately, they do have to play the OKC Thunder team, who has now won 74 games, if you're including the first round of playoffs. Game 1 does go to OKC. They lose by 30 points, and that is an absolutely absurd stat line from Russell Westbrook. 55, 10, and 14 is ridiculous. You think 35-13 is good. Russell Westbrook leading this team with another 16 assist game. John Wall is good, but he ain't on Russ's level. 34-9-9 for Russ, and this Clippers team is going to get swept in round number 2. John Wall dropped 40 and 10, but it wasn't enough because Russell Westbrook with another triple-double. He's averaging 32 and 12 in the playoffs. I mean, absolute phenomenal first round and second round for John Wall, and he's doing all he can. But that OKC team might be a powerhouse for years to come as they win the NBA Finals and Russ wins Finals MVP. I have a hard time seeing the Thunder losing anytime soon, as in this simulation, we got no LeBron on the Miami Heat. LeBron is on the Cavs still. They lost in the first round. On to year number 3. Draft lottery here. The Grizzlies get the first pick in the draft, and the Clippers are picking at pick 22. First overall pick is Josh Floyd. They decide to take Josh Floyd over Giannis. So good job. Good. That's terrible. 2K such a terrible game. VO goes number 3. 4 is going to be another auto-generated guy. And the 5th pick in the draft is going to get traded for CJ McCollum. Let's see who the Clippers ended up picking here. They ended up drafting Keon Humphreys, another auto-generated guy. Shout out 2K. The Clippers are going to be picking up the option on John Wall and Boban, obviously. Clippers just re-signed Eric Gordon to 5 years, $74 million. So they pay him the big old bag. John Wall's on a what? I'm sorry, John Wall's contract is what? I have no idea how that happened. But he's on a 1-year deal for $87 million. So, we'll see what happens after this year. Can the Clippers gonna re-sign him? James Harden goes back to the Thunder. Darren Williams back to the Cavs. PG re-signed with the Kings there. I don't know what that's about. Player progression is here for year 3, and John Wall stops his progression at an 89 overall. He does go up 1, but that's a big jump. That's a big halt from what it was. Blake Griffin up to an 89 as well. You got DeAndre Jordan up 1, and Stuart Hammonds up to a 78. Starting lineup for this team in year number 3 is John Wall, Gordon, Tony Allen they brought in here. Old ass Tony Allen. Not really, I guess he's 30. Blake Griffin, DeAndre, Kaman, Hammonds, Boban, and Zaza off the bench. So they running the big man cheese off the bench. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 big men off the bench. When will we see a John Wall MVP, if ever? If ever. He does start the season 32, 7, and 11, so if he's on pace for that, he might have a chance. The only problem is Russell Westbrook also probably doing that, except with 10 more points and 10 more assists because that dude Russ is an absolute demon. John Wall is a free agent after this year. That could be a problem. Will the Clippers extend him halfway through the season? We shall find out. And they're off to a 17-3 start, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. John Wall is averaging 26-4 and he's up to 11.5 assists a game. This guy is dishing out the rock. DeAndre Jordan 14-9 here, and Blake Griffin's averaging 20. Will they extend him though? Very, very curious to see. All right, well, it's past contract extension day and they didn't extend him. So unless they re-sign him in the offseason, he's gone. But they do have 55 wins already, so they might be championship or bust for the Clippers this year if they don't want to pay John Wall. I don't know what the contract's gonna look like, but it ain't gonna be 87 mil. Kobe wins, oh my damn, boy, 37 a game? 37, 8 and 6 for Kobe. Giannis wins Rookie of the Year, obviously you see there. Cousins wins 6th man on the Heat. Tim Duncan wins Depoy. Bradley Beal wins Most Improved, and Scott Brooks and the Thunder win Coach of the Year again. No first team for John Wall. He does make a second team right there. Yohan Petro made second team. All right, bro, you got it. John Wall with another second team, though. Final stats, 25, 4.7 rebounds, and he averaged 11.5 assists, which is nuts. Efficiency dropped, but he's still hooping out there. And he, does he make another all-defensive team? No all-defensive team this year. All right, well, they're the 2 seed in the Western Conference. They won 61-21, so maybe they have a chance to beat OKC this year. If you want to take a look at the other stats here, Blake averaged 19. Gordon was there with 21. They had a top 6 offense, and they had the best defense in the league with the 3rd best point differential. So this might be his last season in the Clippers, as they got Minnesota in round number 1 against Kevin Love and Al Jefferson again. Will sim this round up, and they're going to be winning in 5 games. They have the Pelicans in round 2 with Chris Paul, primetime point guard matchup, and then they got David West and Emeka Okafor. That's not a great team. They're up 2-1 in the series, up 3-1, and they're going to be getting out in 5 games again. John Wall averaging 31-10 in the playoffs so far, as they're in the conference finals, and they don't even have to play OKC. The 4th seeded Portland Trailblazers take them out. They also won 60 games, so that's pretty nasty. They're only 1 game worse, and they got Steph Curry. Don't know how he got here. No, yeah, Curry signed to Portland, 4 years, 60 million. All right, so they have Curry and they have Aldridge. That's kind of a nasty team. They do take game number 1. Aldridge 35-10. They lose in OT. Game 2 does go to the Clippers. Game 3 goes to the Clippers. It's a 2-2 series. John Wall dropping 39s and 14s like it's absolutely nothing. Game 5 is going to go to the Clippers. They got the Heat waiting in the NBA Finals. The 1 seeded Miami Heat, who brought in Drew Holiday. They brought in Tyrese Thomas, Roy Hibbert. That's a nasty team. Hold on. We got to simcast this game 6, not simcast live, bro. God damn it. So game 6 against Portland. We'll see what happens here. Will the Clippers go to the NBA Finals? Like I said, could be the last year with John Wall. We could be moving on to a new team. Looks like Steph Curry and this Trailblazers team going to be forcing 7 here. They blowing them out in a game 6. John Wall, not a great game. He had 8 points and he fouled out in 12 minutes. So that's not good. Game 7 in the conference finals. That would be so tragic if they go out sad right here and then John Wall leaves in the offseason. That would be absolutely tragic. But it looks like that might be the case. It's a 1-point game. Close game in the 4th. 5-point game. Not enough to jump in. They scammed 2 games in a row, and John Wall gets eliminated just like that. He dropped a triple-double in the closeout game, but it was not enough. LaMarcus Aldridge was going crazy. Man averaged 28 and 11 in the playoffs. Eric Gordon was great. Blake Griffin, bro, I low-key needed more out of you. I ain't gonna lie. Heat versus the Blazers in the NBA Finals. The Heat win in 6 games, and D-Wade wins his 2nd ring of his career. Might get bad for the Clippers really, really quickly. AI retires, and that boy was a 71 overall. That's tragic. There goes T-Mac, Richard Hamilton. Draft lottery is here. The Suns get the 1st pick in the draft, and the 1st pick in the draft is going to be Nikola Jokic on the Phoenix Suns. Number 2 is going to be Dante Exum. 3, Zach LaVine. 4 is Joel Embiid. 5 is going to be traded for Yao Ming. And they end up drafting Andrew Wiggins. This is crazy. The 6th pick also getting traded for Joe Johnson. And they end up drafting Glenn Robinson to 3rd. That's an actually crazy draft class. And they end up signing Peter Jefferson. Crazy top 10 though. Crazy top 10. Aaron Gordon 10. Okay. Smart up there. Nice 1st round. They're not picking up his team option. It'd be $111 million for some weird ass reason. The contract situation's a little buggy. I don't know what the hell is going on. So are they gonna re-sign him to something else? He's expected $26 million. We'll see if he gets a real offer, and we'll see if the Clippers are gonna re-sign him here. We do have his bird rights, so he might be coming back here on the qualifying offer, but he's not even he's not a restricted free agent. We didn't even offer him a base deal. He might go to the Lakers. Well, I'll tell you what team he's not on, and that's the Clippers. What team did John Wall sign with? He signed, oh my God, he signed a 1-year deal with the Thunder. Yo, there's no way, bro. Well, it's time to go take over the Thunder for 1 year. Oh my God, look at this team. KD, Harden, Westbrook, and John Wall. He's literally ring chasing. He's literally ring chasing. And he's only 22. This is the best team of all time. Harden's a 97. KD's a 98. Russ is a 96. John Wall's a 90. They got this Harvey guys with 85. Joakim Noah, Emeka Okafor. Nah, it's the best team of all time. He only signed a 1-year deal, so he's going to get a ring and he's going to dip. So this is actually crazy. John Wall ring chasing at the age of 21. And I don't even want to know what they're starting. He's coming off the bench, bro. They got this man as the 6th man. His stats are going to be pretty trash, probably. Not like trash, but compared to his last few years, they're going to be trash because the guy's having to play behind Russell Westbrook. I don't expect this team to lose 1 game. I think this team might win 75 games. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The New York Knicks put up 151 and they beat the OKC Thunder here. D Rose is apparently on the Knicks now, and he's dropping 26 on us. So, all right, but this team, no chance they lose the finals. John Wall's gonna be getting a ring this year. I can almost guarantee it. So the seasons are up and Russ wins MVP. I don't even want to show you the record. Jokic rookie, John Wall 6th man of the year. Yeah, I mean, you knew that was gonna happen. He averaged 19, 3, and 9 off the bench. Look, 79 and 3. What the hell is wrong with this game, bro? No all NBA team for him because I don't know. He's coming off the bench. He's got KD. James Harden. James Harden didn't even make an all-NBA team. And he's a 97 overall. This team is not losing 1 single game in the playoffs. Top 4 is absolutely crazy. Now, he like I said, he's only on that 1-year deal, so he's going to get his ring this year. And look at the Clippers, man. Clippers made it to the playoffs. They got Jose Calderon. They don't even need John Wall. But this OKC team is just... Oh, they almost lied. Hold on. 6 games. That was a little spooky. They got to play the 6th-seeded New York Knicks team. And it's a 2-2 series. 3-2 series. And the Thunder do win in 6 games. Hold on, that got a little scary. Russ wins another Finals MVP, and John Wall adds a ring to his career on a 1-year deal ring chasing at the age of 23 years old. He's a 1-time champion, 2-time All-Star, 1-time first-team All-NBA. He got a 2nd team, he got a 3rd team, he got 2-team All-Defense. So that boy has already probably surpassed his 11-year career in only 3 little years. But I will be finding out now, what team is he going to be going to? Because he ain't going back to them unless they sign him again. But I don't know how they would have bread to. NBA draft here is going to be Devin Booker is going to be the first pick in this draft. You got Cat going number 2. 3 is going to be Emmanuel Mudiay. 4 Porzingis. 5 is going to be Miles Turner. So what team will John be going to now? John, unrestricted free agent. He got 14 offers. Oh my God, the Thunder offering him another 1-year deal. I don't know what this contract shit is, but they're offering him $60 million. Is salary cap on in this shit? What is going on? It's off. How the hell did it get turned off? Well, I'm going to turn that back on. Are they going to, they're not able to get him anymore. Well, he's going to be switching teams again because we just turned salary cap off. So are we considering that a fluke ring or what? Nah, because they changed the rules of the NBA, bro. Yo, this is crazy, bro. What team is he going to end up on, bro? He signs a 4-year, $78 million contract. That's pretty much, that's a lot more normal than the shit he had before. He signs with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who's on this Timberwolves roster? They got Kevin Love and John Wall, Andre Drummond, Al Jefferson, Aaron Aflalo, young TJ Warren, young Josh Richardson, and Everett Hamilton. That's a good squad, man. Him and Kevin Love can definitely build together. This is going to be like maybe a legit team now because you got 3 90s and he's actually under contract and not on some weird ass $87 million contract. So he's back to his starting point guard days. That was like the weirdest fluke year ever where he won a 6th man of the year and he got his championship. So yeah, they got Al Jefferson and Drummond. So they're bringing Drummond off the bench, which is just absolutely crazy work. But I have a feeling this team could be very, very good again. John Wall, his progression is kind of stalled out. I mean, he's a 91 overall, which is not bad, but he jumped up like 5 overalls the first 2 seasons, and he only gone on 1 a few seasons after this. We're in the 2015 season now, and I think, like I said, I think we already have surpassed his career accolades just by winning that ring, but let's just keep adding on to it. All right, KD goes on to an MVP without John Wall there. He gets his first one, 33 and 8 for KD. Towns wins Rookie of the Year. Bledsoe wins 6th Man of the Year. Yeah, 80 winning Depoy, and is this his 2nd or 3rd year? This is actually, this is his 4th year. There's some crazy ass stats from AD right there, man. You got Random winning Most Improved Player, and the Trailblazers win Coach of the Year. It won 68 games. That's crazy. I wonder, they still got Curry, I think. John Wall makes a first team All-NBA without coming off the bench, which is dope. That's his 2nd first team. He averaged 24.5. He averaged 4.5 rebounds and 11 assists, 2 steals a game, up to 42% from 3. So that's a really nasty season. He's 5 years into it, and he's on his 3rd different team. Russ also on that first team. John Wall outplayed Russ this season, so shout out that. Who else you got here, man? 2nd team, Bynum still, Curry on that team. You got Kevin Love on All-NBA 3rd team as well. They actually finished the 5 seed in the Western Conference, and they're gonna be sitting at 54 and 28. You got 360 win teams in the West, bro. Lakers with Darren Collison, Kobe, Rudy Gay, this guy, and then they got Bynum, Gasol, Jennings off the bench. And here you got Curry, you got Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Golden, Eric Bledsoe, and then Thunder obviously still nasty. So you got the West is crazy stacked. Besides Love and Wall, it's really just Johnny Flynn, who we did match up with in the playoffs that one time, man, and he's still out there hooping. Drummond's all right, and then you got TJ Warren. But we got OKC in this first round. I don't expect to be able to beat them. Never mind, we're up 2-0. Up 2-1, up 3-1, and they win in 5. So we just knocked off the defending champion just like that. John Wall leaves the OKC Thunder and comes back and smacks them in the first round. Now you got Portland in this round number 2 series, who got Steph Curry. Pretty sure we lost to them one year when we were on the Clippers. Game number 1 does go to Portland. Game 2 also going to go to Portland. And I think we might be falling short this series. 3-2 series. And they're going to be having a game 7. So you know we got to simcast this one. All right, so game 7 against Portland. I'm pretty sure we played Portland in the conference finals in game 7 and we lost. So let's see if we can kind of get our revenge here, as we do kind of come back in this 4th quarter. And if we can knock them off, we might be having a chance at the finals. We go up by 10 and we pull this one away. We knock off a 68 win team, and Kevin Love drops 35 right there. John Wall with 16 assists, and we're in the conference finals against the Pelicans. Pelicans got Mike Conley, Chris Paul in the backcourt, and they got Giannis and Yao and this random guy who's a man. This team is disgusting. We ain't beating that team, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I say that, but they get game number 1 and game number 3, and they're up 3-1. And just like that, they're back in the NBA Finals. Whatever team John Wall is on is going to the finals. They're playing the 1-seeded New York Knicks team with D Rose, Rodney Stuckey, Ariza, Floyd, and D12. That team is pretty nasty. But can John Wall get his 2nd ring in back-to-back seasons on different teams? I don't know, bro. They do take game number 1. 1-1 series right here. Shout out Johnny Flynn. Game 3 is going to go to the Wolves. Game 4 goes to the Wolves. Can they get game 6? And they do. Back-to-back championships for John Wall. This time he wins finals MVP. This man got 2 rings. Back-to-back championship 2015, 2016. One-time finals MVP off rip. This man's already a Hall of Famer. Man's career is already 10 times better than it is in real life. And he's only 24. Bucks get the first pick in the draft. Bucks draft Ben Simmons with the first pick. Number 2 is Brandon Ingram. 3 is going to be Jaylen Brown, goes to the Suns. DeJounte goes 4. Jamal Murray goes 5. D12, CP, D-Rose, all unrestricted free agents this year. And the Minnesota Timberwolves look like they bring back TJ Warren. They're bringing in Courtney Lee as well. So 2 more solid pieces on this team to kind of get them back to that another championship level. They signed in Kirk Heinrich and Drew Gooden as well, 2 vets there. D12 switches teams again. He went from Orlando to New York, and now he's on Chicago. D-Rose goes to the Grizzlies as well. You got Giannis to the Pels. You got Jeffrey Young. Don't know who that is. Some randoms. All right, player progression sees Wall going up 1, Love going up 1, and Drummond going up 1. Already in the 2017 draft class. Already in 2016, where we see a new little layout now. This is officially in the Curry era, I believe. We got John Wall, Aflalo, TJ Warren, Love, Jefferson, and Big Drummond off the bench. I mean, John Wall, already a surefire Hall of Famer, bro, in my eyes already. This Minnesota team could be going looking for another back-to-back championship. We could be looking at 3 in a row for John Wall. That would be absolutely insane. Yo, hold on. I was just taking a look at the trades, bro. We traded TJ Warren for Booze Clues, bro. Hold on. What do we get? What's his overall? He's at 84 overall. How the hell do we get Jared Bayless? Yo, we signed Jared Bayless to a minimum. He's at 86, and we traded for Booze Clues. This team is disgusting. We trying to go all in. We got a crazy ass bench now. Oh, no, we winning another one for sure. 37 and 14 at the deadline. Let's go to the end of the year, man. Portland's still in OD. We're still really good. All right, Curry wins his first MVP, man. 25 and 10 for Steph. Shout out to Curry, man. Ben Simmons wins Rookie of the Year. He scored 15 points. He shot 23% for 3. So shout out 3-point shooting Ben Simmons. And we got Bledsoe winning Rookie of the Year, or 6th Man of the Year. AD wins another D-Point. Schroeder wins Most Improved. And the wow, that's a good record for you, bro. 71-11. All right, no All-NBA first team there. We do see another second team for John Wall. He finished with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 9.7 assists. Just racking up them stats, man. Just racking up them stats. He does make another all-defensive second team there, so shout out him right there. All right, 4 seed again for this team, so nothing crazy again. I mean, loaded roster. No, like, 60 wins and nothing like that. We did win. Oh, never mind. I lied. 63 wins. Portland did win 71, but 63 wins is a lot of, that's still a lot of wins, man. Kevin Love was there with 22 and 12. Drummond, Jared Bayless. The team's good, man. OKC in round number 1, we beat them last year. They got Corey Maggette now and Emeka Okafor. Let's sim up through this round, and we win in 6 games. We beat Portland in 7 last year. Let's see if we can beat them. They got Kelly Oubre right now at the starting 3. They got Eric Bledsoe, who was a 90 overall off the bench. Yeah, that team is really, really good. I don't think we're going to be able to beat them this year, as we're down 3-1, and we do get dropped off in 5 games. So 2 championships in a row. Could not get the 3rd one. as Portland goes on to win the NBA Finals this year. It was bound to be their year. One of these times. 31-14 for Steph. He wins his first MVP with the Portland Trailblazers. That's a really good team, man. They beat Orlando, who had a campaign. That's not going to do it. NBA draft. Jason Tatum goes number 1 to the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell number 2. 3 is going to be Kuzma. 4, John Collins. And 5 looks like it's going to be getting traded to the Charlotte Hornets for Theodore Longley. Don't know who that is. And they draft Markelle Fultz. Walk out of this draft with 2 auto-generated guys. Steph Curry, unrestricted free agent, along with the GOAT in 2K, 95 overall Dante Green. Dirk's also unrestricted as well, so we'll see what happens in this free agency class. Looks like they bring in CJ Watson and Josh Richardson again. If Steph Curry doesn't leave that Portland team, the West is going to be tight for the next few years, man. And he does leave. He goes to the Utah Jazz. He's a 99 overall, which is absolutely insane. So at least he left, so it's a little bit more parity, I would assume. Player progression is here, and John Wall is regressing at the age of 25. But they got 390s, so they still should be really good. Starting lineup, same thing. Wall, Flalo, Josh Richardson, Kevin Love, Jefferson with Drummond, Boozer, Courtney Lee, and CJ Watson. Let's get into Simmons. Another year where we should see another probably really high record playoff team for this Minnesota Timberwolves team, trying to get another championship under John Wall's belt. Okay, season is a wrap, and Giannis wins MVP on the Pelicans. John Collins ends up winning Rookie of the Year. Jordan Farmar wins Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis wins a Depoy in his age 24 season, and Scott Brooks and the Thunder win another Coach of the Year. John Wall made another All-NBA first team in his 7th year in the NBA, averaging 25 points, 4 rebounds, and another year with 11 assists, 2 steals, and 51, 37, 79 splits. John Wall is absolutely fantastic. Caleb, another year averaging 21 and 11, and then Drummond and the rest of the guys here. Let's get into these playoffs. First round against the Sacramento Kings. We went 52 and 30 this season. We have Sacramento in the first round. They got Tyreek Evans, Alonzo G, Paul George. Omri Caspi is a damn 93 overall, and they have Jokic. That is a really good team here. Let's see if we can top Jokic. Game number 1 is a win. John Wall 30 and 12. Game 2 goes to us. Cannot get game 4 right there, or we cannot get game 3 there. Can we go up 3-1 in the series? And we can. Should be getting out of here in 5 games, and we do. John Wall with a 31 and 17 game right there. Beautiful shit in the first round. Round 2, we have the 2-seeded New Orleans Pelicans, who won 58 games, and they have Mike Conley. This guy is an absolute stud. Batum, Giannis, DeAndre Jordan. That is an absolute unit of a squad. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Mr. Gary tried to fry us, but it ain't going to be enough when K-Love drops 45 points, man. Game number 2 is also going to go to us. We might just be too nice. We just might be too nice, as we going to sweep the 2-seeded Pelicans, man. And we're in the conference finals to play the team that has been giving us some problems, but they do not longer have any Steph Curry shares anymore. They got Bledsoe and Brandon Roy, but no Steph Curry on the team. Game 1 is going to go to us. We have a chance of going to the finals once again. Game number 2, also going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the 6-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves will be headed to the NBA. We are about to blow a 3-0 lead. Is John Wall going to have a generational choke in the conference finals? They were just up 3-0 in this series, but it looks like they are going to be pulling this one out in a Game 7. And they advance to the NBA Finals once again. Also, I forgot to mention, they signed Yao Ming, who's 36 years old. Not really good Yao Ming, but, you know, they still signed him, so that's kind of cool. Orlando Magic 1 seed in the NBA Finals, a team that is coming off a 58-win season. They have a 72 overall Alex Caruso starting a point guard. They got Bradley Beal, Dante Green, Ryan Anderson, Marcin Gortat. We are better than this team. Game number 1 is going to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves. John Wall wants another Finals MVP, and he is going to get it as they go on to beat the Magic again. Up 3-0. We dropped 2 games in a row, but we do get it done in 6 games right there. The Minnesota Timberwolves get another ring. John Wall wins another Finals. 28 and 11 for John Wall. Wow. I mean, what a career so far for John Wall. That is going to be his 3rd ring of his career. At the age of 26 years old, John Wall is already a 3-time champion and a 2-times Finals MVP. Let's continue to be great, John Wall. Let's continue to be great. This core is absolutely fantastic. You got Kevin Love, Drummond still under contract for 2 more years. Wall is still under contract for 2 years. Al Jefferson for 4 years. The team's locked up, man. We might be losing our head coach here, and it looks like we bring in Ray Williams, and we sign Stan Van Gundy, who has the lowest ratings I think I have ever seen in my life. What's up with that? Number 1 pick in the draft is Luka Doncic to the Miami Heat. Jaren Jackson goes number 2. 3 is DeAndre Ayton, 4 Marvin Bagley, and 5 is Mo Bamba. Where's Trae Young? Where's Trae Young? He goes number 8. We end up drafting here Shvi Mykhailiuk and Kevin Huerter in this draft. Free agency is going to be featuring an unrestricted AD, Beal, Dirk, and Eric Bledsoe. We bring in Chase Budinger and Garrett Temple. We also signed Bryce Sensabaugh, who is apparently 28 years old, and he's been in the league, but it's only 2018, so I don't know how that works. Also bring in here DJ Augustine. AD re-signs with the Hawks. We got Beal back to the Nets. Player progression is here again. No progression from John Wall, so it looks like he's gonna be capped off at a 91, so that's around where he was in real life at his max potential. You got Drummond, who is an absolute stud right now at 93 overall. Starting lineup: John Wall, Aflalo, David West at the threes. Kind of crazy. Kevin Love, and then Drummond. You got Al Jefferson, Boozer, DJ Augustine, and Budinger, and Garrett Temple off the bench. Age 27 season for John Wall. All these three guys are on a 1-year deal, so they're gonna have to figure that out in the offseason. John Wall got 5 years left. We're capping this off, like I said, when he turns 32 years old. That season is going to be his final season because that's how many seasons he played in real life. So that's how many we're giving him in the game. But this Minnesota team is going to be continuing to be really good, and John Wall is averaging 32 and 10 to start this year. All right, big day is contract extension deadline. We're going to stop it here and see if they extended John Wall. They don't extend Drummond. They did extend Kevin Love. So no Drummond extension. Kevin Love gets 4 years, 132 million, and there is the John Wall extension. So they extend John Wall and Kevin Love as their main two guys, but no extension given for Andre Drummond. That's a little questionable. He's phenomenal. All right, season is a wrap. Oh my gosh, there we go. I was waiting for the season where it was gonna happen, and it happens in the dead of his prime at the age of 27. John Wall brings home his first MVP, man. 27 points, 4.5 rebounds, another 11 assist season, 2 steals on 53, 37, 87 splits. That is an absolute phenomenal season, the best season of his career. Luka Doncic, Rookie of the Year, Gordon Hayward, 6-man AD Depoy, Most Improved Markelle Fultz, and yes, we did win 64 games with Stan Van Gundy. John Wall, obviously All-NBA first team with Derrick Rose, AD, Giannis, DeMarcus Cousins. All-NBA second team you do see here, Jokic. They didn't give Young Thug All-NBA second team. All right, obviously the 1 seed in the NBA, as you saw, 64 and 18, with only 3 games up on this Pelicans team. And then their stats for the rest of the season: Kevin Love there, a walking 21 and 10 for the past 5 years. The guy's absolutely ridiculous. They brought in Monroe, they brought in Drummond, still all these guys hooping. First round against Sacramento. Feel like we played them every single season. We are, oh my god, they're down 3-1 to the Sacramento Kings in the first round. That is not good. John Wall won his ring, and then he stopped caring after that MVP came. Can they make a 3-1 comeback here? And they get eliminated in 6 games by an 8-seeded Sacramento Kings team that only won 37 games. That is very, very disappointing. John Wall had a great playoffs. Somebody must have not shown up, man. Was it Kevin Love? Kevin Love was hooping too. That's interesting. It must have been Paul George and Jokic. Wow. Okay, in the John Wall's MVP season, they cannot win another championship. The Pelicans end up getting this one, and the Greg Gary guy won Finals MVP. This guy's absolutely ridiculous. All right, well, on the plus side, we did get that MVP with John Wall. He did get an extension, so we got his 1 MVP of the video in 2019. Absolutely phenomenal. You see David West does retire with us. Our draft lottery is here. The Cavs end up getting the first pick in the draft. First overall pick is Ja Morant to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 2 pick is going to go to Zion. 3, the Spurs are going to be trading this pick away, it looks like here. And they're going to be trading the 3rd pick for Evan Turner. And they end up drafting Brandon Clark with that 3rd pick. Number 4 is RJ Barrett, and 5 is going to be Rui Hachimura. We end up signing Jarrett Culver. Got drafted to the Timberwolves in real life, so shout out to Jarrett Culver. Maybe I'll have a rejuvenated career. The Greg Gary guys, unrestricted free agent, along with Benjamin Crawford, 2 auto-generated guys. You got Drummond, who's an unrestricted free agent. Interested if we're going to give him a contract. We shall find out. So it does not look like we're going to be bringing back Drummond. And never mind. There he goes. 4 years, 145 mil for Drummond. We get our guy back, and we get our core back. Also bring in Seth Curry. Greg Gary goes back to the Pelicans. So this team's still absolutely phenomenal. Al Jefferson starting to regress a little bit, but you got this top 3 all under contract, and they should just be able to keep making 1 seeds, top 3 seeds with Drummond, Kevin Love, and John Wall. Starting lineup, same thing. John Wall, Aaron Aflalo, Austin Day, Kevin Love, Drummond, Al Jefferson, Boozer, DJ Augustine, Seth Curry, and Svi Mikhailuk. It is 2019, and we only have 4 more years left of John Wall's career. So I would like to get another ring and possibly another MVP. I think those are the 2 main goals. Let's get another ring, and let's get another MVP for John Wall in the next 4 years. The 22-23 season is his last season. All right, stopping at the deadline once again, and you see here, we had to show you the signings that they made. They signed Serge Ibaka to come off the bench for this team. So I feel like every year they're always signed somebody. The team 37-15, which is going to put them at the 2 seed in the Western Conference, 1 game behind this Rockets team. Wow. I said I wanted to get another one, and it comes in back-to-back seasons. Another MVP for John Wall, 26.5, 5 rebounds, 11.7 assists. Similar stats to last year. This time he shot 43% from 3, and he had 2.5 assists per game. This guy, John Wall, might be one of the best players of all time. He might be one of the best point guards of all time. Zion is your Rookie of the Year. Dion Waiters wins 6th Man of the Year. AD wins another DPOY. Trae Young gets Most Improved. Stan Van Gundy and the Minnesota Timberwolves win Coach of the Year again. John Wall obviously makes another All-NBA first team. And the rest of the teams do if you want to see. Steph Curry on the Jazz, he's still hooping. And he does make all defensive first team, so that is absolutely insane. Kevin Love, another 20-10 season. There's Drummond, Ibaka, Austin Day, and Al Jefferson. And we have Memphis in round number 1 to go up against D-Rose. So the battle of the absolute elite point guards, they have Joel Embiid as well. So D-Rose and Joel Embiid is a pretty nasty combination. They do barely get out of that one in 7. Another kind of playoff struggle as they barely went out of the first round. Round number 2 against Portland. We've seen them how many times now? They're not as good as they used to be once upon a time. This should be kind of a free series, and they win in 5 games. Conference finals against OKC, who we haven't seen in a long time. They still have the big 3 of Westbrook, Harden, and KD, who have just been averaging insane stats for the past like 5, 6, 7 years. And oh, not to mention they have 94 overall Kristaps Porzingis. This is the best team in the league. I have a tough time of us seeing us beat this team. Game number 1 does go to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Love drops 42, Wall with 34 and 13. We do go up 2-0 in this series, and never mind. We're just going to walk by the OKC Thunder pretty easily. Never mind. We love blowing 3-0 leads. That's another 3-0 lead that we have had in the playoffs that we're on the brink of selling it. That's a 3-0 lead, 3-0, and you lose 3 games in a row, man. What are you, the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics? You got to pull this one out, bro. And another time was scared me. They scare me all the time. They pull it out in 7 games, and we're back in the NBA Finals. KD dropped 40, but it wasn't enough. And a rematch of the Finals from a few years ago where we played the Orlando Magic. They have Sean Carroll, JJ Redick, Dante Green. This team is not an NBA Finals team. We should be getting our second victory over the Orlando Magic in the NBA Finals. We're up 3-1, and another championship is upon us as we get another one, and John Wall wins another Finals MVP, 31-14 this time in the Finals. And we've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and it only took us an extra year. At the age of 28 years old, John Wall gets another one, and we're going to be going into this year 29 season being a 4-time champion. 2-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, 5-time All-NBA first team. John Wall right now is a top 20 player of all time, and he's only 28 years old. Absolutely insane stuff. Kobe and Zebo retired. There goes Booze Clues. In a career resimulation, how much better can you get than this? You feel me? I think we're doing him right. Philly gets the first pick. They draft Anthony Edwards. LaMelo goes to the Spurs at 2. Big O goes number 3. James Wiseman goes 4. And Chris Brown goes 5. Shout out Chris Breezy. Giannis is an unrestricted free agent along with CP, D Rose, Joel Embiid, and Porzingis. Giannis goes to the Grizzlies. So he leaves the Pelicans, goes to the Grizzlies. Embiid leaves Memphis and goes to the Bulls. Chris Paul goes back to the Celtics. So you got D Rose and you got Giannis together now. That's kind of crazy. No big signings for this Minnesota team as we're just running it back with the same roster. Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond is now at 94 overall. Starting lineup looks pretty much the same. You did see some great regression out of Austin Day and Aaron Aflalo, but you still got your big 3 in Wall, K-Love, and Andre Drummond. And I expect them to make another signing at some point halfway through the season. Let's go and try to get another championship for John Wall. If we could get 5 rings, absolutely insane. He would be cemented as, honestly, I think if John Wall gets his 5th ring, he already has 2 MVPs. You could be looking at a John Wall best point guard of all time. Yo, another one for John Wall. That's 3 MVPs in a row for Johnny Wall, bro. 27, 5, and 12. This is the best season of his career. I thought this was here, but he caps it off with the most points of his career and the most assists and rebounds of his career and steals. He's hitting career highs in his age 29 season, bro. This guy is an absolute freak, man. Another 59-win season, another All-NBA first team. John Wall is absolutely phenomenal, man. Stats here, we brought in Dario Saric at the halfway point. He's at 84 overall, and this is what the lineup is going to be looking like going into the playoffs. It's an absolute unit, man. Memphis in round number 1, D Rose and Giannis. We mentioned them before. We'll see if we can beat them in the first round, and we win in 6 games. You have Houston in round number 2, Kyle Lowry. You got a bunch of auto-generated guys and Marc Gasol. I think we should absolutely be destroying this team. 2-2 series though, 3-2 series, and we are going to have a game 7. Okay. John Wall against Kyle Lowry. Tough out here. The Houston Rockets making it tough for the MVP to advance to the conference finals and get another ring. Will they be holding him short, or will John Wall and Kevin Love be able to come out on top and they will be falling short as they lose by 5 points in the semifinals. They cannot get out of the semifinals there, and John Wall had a great playoff run, but Kevin Love kind of slacked a little bit, and in another MVP season this time, they could not cap it off with a championship. The Rockets actually going to win the NBA Finals, and Kyle Lowry wins the Finals MVP. Wow. Another MVP for John Wall. That is going to be his third MVP of his career, third in a row. Running out of time, though, as we are entering the 2021 season. Evan Mobley goes to the Lakers, #1. Spurs get back-to-back second picks, back-to-back years, and they trade for Damon Cotton and Goran Dragic. Knicks end up drafting Cade Cunningham. The Heat grab Scotty Barnes at 3. #4 gets traded, and they draft Franz Wagner, and the Celtics draft Jalen Green at pick 5. Haven't checked on LeBron in a long time. I haven't seen anything from LeBron this whole video. I damn near forgot he existed. He's been on Cleveland his whole career, and he's been averaging under 20 points since 2013. This is a completely different version of LeBron, who is most certainly not the GOAT. Curry goes to the Bucks. So Curry leaves the Jazz, goes to the Bucks. Rockets grab Karl Anthony Towns. Jokic re-signs with the Kings. Brad Beal to the Pistons. Jason Tatum pairs up. Oh no, I was gonna say he pairs up with Curry, but no. He just got drafted to the Jazz. All right, player progression is here. We do see Al Jefferson dropping. Jarrett Culver up 3. Besides his top 3, the team is not the best. We should be good again, though. John Wall is 29 years old, and we only have a few more seasons left with John Wall. Looks like we also signed Yusuf Nurkic just now, who's coming off a 17-point season. Listen, it's 2021-2022 season. We're coming to the close of John Wall's career in this video. All right, Russ wins MVP this year. We cannot get 4 MVPs in a row for John Wall, but it's okay. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, 6-man. Timmy Mills. AD wins another DPOY. He's been having a crazy career. Look at those stats for AD. Darius Garland, most improved, and the Thunder this time damn near wins 70 games, so we might not be getting another championship in this year. John Wall does make another first team, 25 points and damn near 13 assists for John Wall, so he is still absolutely phenomenal. He is 30 years old, so we're limited time with John Wall. We did finish the 4th seed in the Western Conference. We won 54 games, so still another very, very good season from this Minnesota team who hasn't missed the playoffs ever. I don't think John Wall has ever missed the playoffs. And we have Portland again for like the 50th time, I feel like, as we are going to be sweeping Portland. We do have to play OKC once again, who has the same top 3 in Porzingis. Let's see if we can get past OKC. 1-1 series, up 2-1, up 3-1, and we actually beat OKC in 5 games to go and play the Memphis Grizzlies in the conference finals. John Wall with a chance to win another championship in this video. Let's see if we can do it. Going up against this Grizzlies team again. They have John Wall, they have Giannis. We're up 2-1, we're up 2-2 in the series, up 3-2, and we have another game 7. Knicks waiting in the NBA Finals. John Wall had a 20 assist game right here, going crazy. Seems like he's really developing as a playmaker at the age 30 season. We lost in 7 last year. Are we going to lose in 7 again this year with a chance to go to the finals? And it looks like we are going to. We cannot get it done in back-to-back years, back-to-back game 7s. We get eliminated, and Derrick Rose goes to the conference finals. Eric Bledsoe is in there as well. We lose to a 6 seed. We cannot get it done. Knicks versus Grizzlies. Who will be coming out on top? It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. Sweep the Knicks, and D Rose wins a finals MVP. I'm pretty sure that's his 2nd of his career. That is indeed Derrick Rose. No, that's Derrick Rose's 1st ring, so shout out D Rose. NBA draft is here. Paulo Banchero goes #1. Lakers trade Dante Rivers and Brandon Roy, who is still in the NBA, which is crazy. Chet Holmgren goes 4. Jaden Ivey goes 5. All right, AD is unrestricted. You see, that's about it. Dante Green is 2. I think this could be the last year of John Wall's career. AD goes to the Mavericks, just like in real life. All right, so John Wall on the last year of his contract. This is the 2020. We just played in the 2021-2022 season. So if my math serves me correct, this is John Wall's last season. He's played 11 years in the NBA. So this upcoming year will be his last season of his career. John Wall, let's cap it off with a bang. Now, I would go to the end of his career, but like I said, it's only right that we only go the amount of years he played in real life. In the first game of the season, he drops 44 in 17. So it's unfortunate that we're going to be having to leave John Wall on such an absolute banger of a career. But it is what it is, man. John Wall caps off his final season of his career winning another MVP, and he went up to 25 points to 31 points and 11 assists, and he shot 50, 40, 90. How could we leave John Wall on this career? How could we leave him on this, bro? I guess we have to, bro. I guess we have to. We win another Coach of the Year. John Wall makes another first team. Let's see if we can cap this video off with another championship. In 11 seasons, John Wall has been an absolute menace. He himself has probably been the best point guard of all time in these 11 seasons. Round 1 against Sacramento, I am not worried in the slightest about losing in this playoff series. Did we bring anybody new in to play on this team? Luke Kennard we brought in, who is an absolute stud. So So shout out Luke Kennard. Round 2 against Dallas with AD. I'm not worried about Dallas. We sweep them. Conference finals against the LA Clippers, man. A team that we have dominated before, a team that we were formerly on, as we are down 3-1, and will we be getting eliminated in this final year? No. Game 6, we get the dub. Can we force a game 7? Can John Wall force a game 7? Again, another game 7 where we might be falling short. John Wall has had some trouble in game 7s. I will say that. This time, no trouble at all. We get by the Clippers, and we're going to the NBA Finals to play the New York Knicks and Zion Williamson. They got Lonzo, Cade, Kuzma, Zion. Mo Bamba is a 90 overall. This is going to be a tough series. Game number 1 goes to the New York Knicks. Zion goes for 40 and 10. Game 2 goes to the Knicks. Game 3 also gonna go to the New York Knicks, and we will be getting eliminated probably in this NBA Finals in 5 games. And Lonzo Ball wins Finals MVP. 2022-2023 season is a wrap. John Wall is 31 years old. He'll be turning 32, and his career has came to an end, leaving on a 31 point per game season. That's going to be a wrap for him. He finishes his career in these measly little 11 seasons with a 4-time champion, 4-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, 9-time All-Star, 8-team All-NBA first team, 2-time All-NBA second team, and 2K doesn't show how many all-team defense he's made, but he's made a lot. So I would say an extremely successful career for John Wall. You know, he started his career getting drafted by the Clippers. He played 3 years with the Clippers, signed that crazy deal with OKC, and Minnesota has been his home for the past 9 years of his career. That is going to do it. If you like this video, you want more videos like this, man, drop a like, drop a sub, and comment down below John Wall, man. Comment down below John Wall. Where are my John Wall fans at? If y'all like this video on more career resimulations, man, let me know in the comments down below. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.